Is your Saab 93 battery loose in its battery tray? Does the clamp bolt just keep spinning and not actually tightening down the clamp block? In the UK, that would be an MoT failure. Maybe that's why you're watching this video of mine. Stay tuned. I've got two possible solutions that'll get you out of this predicament. The bolt that holds the battery clamp in goes through a plastic part, let's call it a receiver. It's not really a nut, and you can imagine it doesn't take much to over tighten a steel bolt and strip the thread in a wholly plastic part. It's only made of soft nylon. The receivers are fitted into little open clamps on the underside of the battery tray, like you can see here. Prise the receiver off from the bottom of the battery box with a large screwdriver. This first method is my least preferred method of these two, actually. Take the receiver and get yourself an M8 riv nut. Measure the diameter of the main body of the riv nut, in this case 10.8. Get the next size up drill, which in this case would be an 11mm drill, and just drill the hole out in the plastic receiver. Push your riv nut through the hole, put some epoxy or a bit of Q-bond on it to hold it in, and then you can snap that back in the underside of the under tray with the riv nut thread pointing upwards. The shoulder of the riv nut will stop it pulling through the plastic. This second method is far more robust, if you want my opinion. It's also quite easy, but you do need to have the right tools. Get yourself a piece of aluminium bar, 16mm diameter and 25mm long. This is actually a piece of aluminium tube. It's got a 3.5mm wall thickness. The piece firmly, preferably in a vise. With a file, if you want to make a little flat across the top there, that's fine. It does mean that you can get away probably without using a centre punch then. Exactly in the centre of the length. Standard size hole for an M8 thread is 6.8mm. If you've got an M8 tap, which you can easily pick up from eBay or Amazon, use a 7mm drill if you've got one. Also, do make sure to use some drilling or cutting fluid. And with your drill on a medium speed, making sure to go dead straight. Get yourself an M8 tap in a suitable handle, lubricate the tap, lubricate the workpiece. Make sure to go in nice and square. As you feel it start to cut, for each half turn that you do clockwise to cut, come back a quarter of a turn and you'll feel the swarf snap off. Once it's going in properly, keep lubricating at regular intervals. Make sure that you go all the way through with the full thread. Degrease and blow all the swarf away. I'm using brake cleaner. Paint it if you want, you don't have to. It's aluminium, it won't rot away. If like me you didn't quite get the hole dead centre along the length first time round, there's a little bit of excess material on each side of this hole that you can remove. Just snap the new receiver into place. And with the battery back in place, we can clearly see access to the new threaded hole. Use some chain wax on the threads and on the part itself. Make sure to put the battery clamp block the correct way around onto the battery. And hey presto, rock solid. If you got value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up down by the title. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.